Now, don't look at me funny. I think you're gonna be drawing in the only for the day, and then at night you're not gonna be doing anything. That ain't gonna happen. This ain't the medieval times. You're gonna want is an overhanging desk lamp that's basically it hooks forward on a certain direction. Though it doesn't have the bell tower shape, it looks like a hammerhead shark, basically. At least that's what I use, and I highly recommend it. And it's got 2 bulbs in it. If you don't want to kill your neck too much, and if you're not too confident in your eyes, then this part's optional as well. A pair of clear reading glasses. I think mine are 2 grade. Just get some really good ones. I know at first it's gonna give you it's gonna discombobulate you, maybe even make you dizzy. But I'd say after a week and a lot of drawing, those things are gonna feel like a second pair of eyes, if not your first pair of eyes. It'd still be weird if you walk around and you still have those on, but yeah. Get those. I got mine from Home Depot. They last a whole heck of a long time. I mean, they just weather a lot. They go through a lot. I drop them all the time. I shouldn't do that, but you know. Oh well. Now this part's optional, but if you want a way to clean those eraser shavings off your piece, then you're gonna want a cheap toothbrush, paintbrush. You know, you don't want to use your hands too much, or else that's just gonna smudge more graphite all over where you don't need it to be. You want to get a composition book, and that is you're gonna use those to lay out your pages, especially if you're thinking of doing crazy dynamic panels. And you know, you don't want to sacrifice an entire page because you're not impressed with a page the way it looks anymore. Now, commonly in American schools, they make you buy 1,000,000 composition books, and then you use 10 pages of it, and then you gotta buy another one. So you should have these on standby. Hopefully you weren't stupid enough to give them all away or throw them out. If you did, then I pity you. In order to do those perspective lines that go off the page, you know, for your vanishing points, you're gonna need some nice loose leaf paper. Just get regular college ruled. And those are the scissors also come into the part. Now they're optional for this part, but you gotta fold those papers. You gotta fold a sheet into 4 equal parts, equal-ish. You know, just makes it easier to cut overall. So you're gonna use those strips to tape off the piece of your main paper that you're drawing on. And you're going to use your ruler. But we're going to get to that part later. Oh, but you put your eraser cap on your mechanical pencil, but when you try to push down, you find that you can't really push down enough, and graphite won't come out. That's how you got to get yourself a nice pair of scissors. They can be of varying sizes and sharpness, but just don't get fabric scissors. That's a little overkill. But yeah, you need a pair of scissors for that. Now we're going to go to the ink section, at long last. Or actually, wait. Before we go to that, you're going to want a big surface area without many, if any, indentations as possible. You're going to put your paper on that so that it can be as smooth a writing surface as possible. Mercy me. I didn't even go over the kind of paper you're going to be using, that you're going to be drawing all your art on. I use generic Walmart grade, I guess, cardstock, 8.5 by 11 inch. These come cheap as heck, and for a whole crap load. I used to use spiral Bienfeng drawing paper, but you know, it's almost the same price, but it's for like so much less. So yeah, cardstock. It's really good. Now you're doing a comic, you're going to use perspective. I don't care how bad you are at it, or if you don't understand it, you're going to need to do perspective. And for perspective, you're going to need some nice tape. Now, hopefully, yeah, this is general office tape. Now, don't get double-sided one, that's expensive, and two, that's as convenient as that is, it's a bit excessive. You could get away with just one-sided tape. It gets you more bang for your buck anyways. So, yeah. You gotta get that. Lastly, or no. You still have to get a compass. I have a compass that is, okay, so we'll call it the ruler section. My compass is completely made of metal, and instead of holding a pencil, it just holds a piece of graphite, which you can, of course, replace. It has a nice, really painful metal spike to pin into your paper. I don't know why I couldn't find the words right now. Your next ruler is a clear plastic ruler, completely clear. You know? That's for ruling out lines with pencil. You're going to want a run-of-the-mill, classic, traditional wooden ruler with the metal strip at the end. The higher the strip, the better. And then you're going to want a long metal 18-inch ruler with a cork board underneath, not a T-square. Those you can get that later, but it's not going to be very suitable for the drawing surface you're going to be working with. But yeah, the reason why you're going to want this is because these numbers don't fade out at all, since it's all made of metal. And I don't know how they punch the numbers in, but I'm pretty sure it lasts a super long time. There's some nice measurements, and especially if you're doing what I'm doing, which is hand lettering, where I manually write all the letters or words, all that dialogue, narration that's going to be in the comic in the first place. So yeah, and if you want to do absolutely, what's the word? Accurate measurements to architecture. So yeah, I think that is all the materials. And oh wait. You're gonna want to get a binder and binder protectors. Definitely get those. Those should be cheap. And don't just get a medium binder, not one that's too small, but one that's horrendously large. You're not gonna fit that anywhere. Quick update. I forgot to mention that you need a scanner. Now, get a scanner with. This is probably going to be actually more expensive than your laptop stand, but yeah, just try to get a scanner for as little money as possible that's capable of 600 DPI. I use an Epson Brothers scanner. That's 3-in-1, although I only use the scanning portion. So yeah, definitely gun for 600 DPI. And scanning in color, that's up to you completely, but you're not going to need to scan in color. You're going to use true grade most of the time. If not all the time. Get an empty water bottle. Hope you drink water. Or you can get a soda bottle, but that has sugar in it. You want to avoid that for some reason. You're going to want a tablet phone. And with that tablet phone, you're going to want a nice, thick pen that comes with its own smartphone stylus. That's a rubber cap that you can press in, and there's just nothing but air inside. And you make sure that rubber is easy to glide across your phone. Or else, if it drags across your phone, it's just going to kill your fingers more, and then it's going to take your phone with you. What else you're going to want to erase all, or to do a large amount of erasing, is a nice block of a pink pearl eraser. You know, the general things. Now, you could use plastic erasers, but the thing about them is that they're pretty expensive, and they kind of smudge, and they really wear out your wrist. Pink pearls seem to glide. Now, yes, there is that danger of it dyeing your paper pink, but actually that's really rare for me, so yeah, forget about that part.